guys, it's Timmy, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited, as it's Friday, February 11th, 2022, and we're here with the Wrestling Wrap-Up. It's a handful of news brought to you in one easy-to-watch video. Today we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half, because we'll talk the Smackdown preview, stories to talk about. We're going to talk about WWE announcing WrestleMania Backlash. We're going to talk about someone that's been missing backstage in WWE. Talk about an NJPW New Japan star re-signing with the company, and so much more. But with that, I want to say happy Friday. We're 1 week away-ish, 1 week and 1 day away from the Elimination Chamber. That show should be fun. Yeah, I know it's Saudi, but I do want to say that when we do our review of Elimination Chamber next weekend, remember, it is on Saturday, February 19th. All money we do make off of that, whether that is the ad revenue from the live stream or any super chats or Twitch donations, we will be donating to a good cause here locally. So I do want to get that out there, that we're not going to take any money from that Saudi show and profit from it. No, we're going to use that and we're going to donate it to a needy cause. I think I might donate it to a local youth football team that is starting back up and starting registrations. And we're going to donate that money to families that want to play. Their kids want to play, but they just can't afford the full $250 registration fee and all that goes in with that. So I think we will take the profits made from the Saudi pay-per-view and donate them to a local youth football team to help families in need, or just probably just a family. We probably, when I've done this in the past, I made about $125. So I'd like to sponsor one family and helping them out in what they need to get their kid registered. So I think that is going to be the plan for anything we do make from that live stream and review. But with that, I want to say thank you for joining us here. Twitch.tv/PW Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and Twitter.com/PW Unlimited. Remember, if you are watching on Twitch, you can help us out a couple of different ways. You can help us out by hitting that donate button down below to donate, or even use that donate to submit a question, comment, or concern to be read live on the air. Also, remember, you can donate Twitch bits in the live chat. Finally, here on Twitch, you can subscribe to the channel one of two different ways. You can subscribe either with a tiered subscription, just like Cold Cuts KC recently did, or you can subscribe with Amazon Prime. Because if you are paying Jeff Bezos for either Amazon Prime, the video, or the shipping, well, get a free Twitch subscription. Take that Amazon Prime account, you take that Twitch account, you link them together, bada bing, bada boom, you've got Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming gives you a lot of cool things every month. They give you free games, which there's like 8 free games up right now. They give you stuff for games like Madden, like Fall Guys, like Valorant, Grand Theft Auto Online, and more. But the one thing that never changes is that they always give you one free subscription to any Twitch channel you want to subscribe to throughout the month. And I greatly appreciate it if you subscribed right here, PW Unlimited. But if you say I don't have Amazon Prime, don't worry, because it doesn't have to be your Amazon account. It doesn't have to be linked to your name. No, it can be anybody's Amazon account, whether that's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, your girlfriend, your girlfriend's mom, your girlfriend's grandfather, the guy that helped you check out at the Jiffy Lube when you were getting your oil change, the guy at Walmart that helped you find that specific baby doll that your daughter was looking and asking for her birthday. Trust me, it's happened to me recently. My daughter's like, I want the JoJo Siwa such and such doll. And I looked and looked and looked and looked. I'm like, I don't see this. I see all the dolls, but I don't see one labeled JoJo Siwa. Well, some guy was good enough to not only help me look on the shelf, but then pull up his app and go, oh, yep, we must have sold all the ones here. I got one in the back. He went to the back, grabbed it, brought it out to me. Great dude. Don't know his name, though. But shout out to that guy who took time out of his day, which I guess it is part of his work duties to help customers, but took time out from when he was doing stock on the shelves to help me look through all the shelves and then go in the back and find me what I needed. Maybe you asked that guy, hey, you got Amazon Prime? Oh, you do. Can I link it to my Twitch account so then I can go over and support a cool creator on Twitch? It doesn't cost you anything because it's free. It's money burning a hole in your pocket. But on the flip side, if you're watching on YouTube, you can help us out just like Jack Dawson just did with a super sticker, or you can put a super chat in the live chat to get your question, comment, or concern. Put read live on the air. Remember, all super chats do get read live on the air. Also, remember, you can subscribe to the channel by hitting that join button down below to become a channel member. To become a channel member, all you do is hit that join button, subscribe at any of the tiers, and you get early access to news, early access to podcast episodes, non-news videos, and so much more. Plus, remember, if you want to get all of that, but more directly support us here, well, you can do so at patreon.com/PW Unlimited. And remember, always go over to the Epic Game Store. Whether you're buying a game or getting stuff for Fortnite or Rocket League, use the code PW Unlimited. But with that, we've got a lot of things to talk about. And the first thing we've got, WWE has officially announced WrestleMania Backlash. Yep, they're doing it again. WrestleMania Backlash. Not just the Backlash show, but they're doing WrestleMania Backlash. Just like last year, they did WrestleMania Backlash. The reason they're doing it, putting the WrestleMania name on the Backlash pay-per-view, is basically to say, hey, this is a big-time show. They hope that the WrestleMania tagline on it draws interest or accidentally gets people to view, check out, and figure out about the show. Someone will search WrestleMania after WrestleMania, and this show will pop up, and they'll go, maybe I'll check this out on that damn Peacock. But WWE has announced the May Premium Live event and is WrestleMania Backlash, coming to us on Sunday, May 8th. It will be coming to us from Providence, Rhode Island in the Dunkin' Donuts Arena. They state that WrestleMania Backlash tickets will go on sale to the general public on Friday, February 18th, which is a week from today, the day before Elimination Chamber. Also, they do state that Ticketmaster pre-sale tickets will actually be going on sale 2 days prior, February 16th through the 17th. Here's an interesting thing about this. They're advertising both Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey. Both Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey, before today, have not been advertised for anything past WrestleMania. They've been advertised for Raws. They've been advertised for Smackdowns. They've been advertised for house shows, the MSG show, and Ronda's advertised for a random show in Canada live event. So they've been advertised for stuff, but this is the first we're seeing them be advertised post WrestleMania. Also, I'm trying to look and see, because the Dunkin' Donuts Center sent out a tweet about this. Trying to see if they have anything posted on what the pre-sale code. So they haven't released the pre-sale code yet if you're looking to get in on that. But there is a link. I'll put it in the live chat right now, and I'll hopefully remember to put it in the description as well. There's a link here that you can sign up to then get notifications from Dunkin' Donuts Arena or Dunkin' Donuts Center. And then before the pre-sale goes on sale, they'll send you the pre-sale code. So that is the pay-per-view after WrestleMania, WrestleMania Backlash, Sunday, May 8th. Next up, we're going to talk about a wrestler re-signing with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I want to say it was like earlier this week, maybe. Hold on. Tama Tonga posted on... let's see. When was it that he posted this? Well, it may have been last week. Now I can't see it. But he posted recently that he's a free agent. He posted on Twitter, I'm a free agent. I don't see that tweet anymore. But he did post recently that he's a free agent. Tama Tonga, one half of the Guerrillas of Destiny, former New Japan IWGP Tag Team Champions. Right here, I found it. It's on February 6th, which was Sunday. I knew it was this past week. Last Sunday, he tweeted, I'm a free agent since January 30, 2022. Hashtag misinformation. So apparently others are trying to say that, you know, he was a free agent before that and his contract was expiring at a certain date. People were getting it wrong. Well, he is now confirmed on his Tama Islands podcast. Yes, he was a free agent briefly, but he's now officially back with New Japan, where he stated, quote, it's true. I was a free agent on January 30th, and I am now officially signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Tama Tonga also pulled AEW into the storm of speculation here, where he mentioned Tony Khan in another tweet this week, where he stated, well, I thought Tony Khan was throwing out some shit, you know. So I was like, hey, I got a window right here. I'm going to toss that out right there. See if anybody catches it. Nobody caught it. Now, Tama has been working with Impact and doing some of their Bullet Club stuff. So that's cool to see. But it is also cool to see that he is re-signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling and committed to them. He's committed to them. Right now, New Japan guys are also working Impact. We've seen Jay White over there. We've seen Chris Bay, who is an Impact star, but now part of Bullet Club, working there. And they got Guerrillas of Destiny against the Good Brothers coming up. So a lot of things coming up for Tama Tonga here in early 2022. He re-signed and, well, he's going to do some big matches in Impact. Speaking of tag team guys, we're going to talk about reDragon, the former Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Now, some have noticed recently on AEW television, where the hell's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly? They've kind of disappeared. They've not been accompanying Adam Cole to the ring, and well, we now know why, per Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, he states that the reason we haven't seen reDragon on AEW television recently, well, was O'Reilly been given some time off. He stated that O'Reilly was given some time off because his wife was expected to give birth, which she did give birth to their, I want to say, second child. I don't have the full thing here that says if it's their first or second child, but their first child. There it is. First child that was actually born on January 17th. They are still involved in the Adam Cole Young Bucks storyline and all that. And Kenny possibly coming back to be in that. And then we get Paragon, reDragon versus the Elite and so forth. And as soon as O'Reilly's ready to come back from his, I guess you could call it paternity leave, they'll be put right back into the position they were in. This isn't a thing of they were used for a couple of weeks and then they were taken off of television. This isn't they were brought in just for the hype and then they had nothing for them. No, it's a matter of, well, Kyle O'Reilly needed some time off because his wife was going to give birth, which she did on Monday, January 17th. Tony Khan said sure. And in turn, they're actually not using Bobby Fish as well in there, and we'll see when they come back. There's no timetable right now as far as when they will be back. I think Fish was on Dark this week. You guys can correct me in the live chat. So, yeah, Fish hasn't been used on the main show, like I said, but he was on, I want to say, Dark this week. So we'll see when they return to Dynamite and Rampage. But as of right now, this isn't a thing of they were brought in just to get hyped up and then nothing for them. It was hey, they've got plans for him, but he asked for some time off and he was granted the time off. So it's good to see that AEW, and we saw WWE do this with Kofi Kingston and so forth and others in the past as well. You're going to have a baby. You need a week or two off. You need a little bit off. And it's not even been that long, but you need a week or two off. Sure. Take a couple of weeks. Because his wife gave birth on the 17th. We last saw them wrestle a match. Kyle O'Reilly. They last worked January. Oh, they haven't worked since December. Dynamite in December. The last Dynamite of December is the last time that Kyle O'Reilly worked a match. And Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish has worked 2 matches. One on Elevation on the 2nd of this month. And okay, yeah. So he's worked in dark match or 2. So that's good to see. But hopefully they come back soon, and we'll see where this all does lead to. As far as them against the Young Bucks, who does Adam Cole sign with? And if Kenny comes back, do we then get Adam and reDragon versus Kenny and the Bucks? I hope so. That match is gonna be absolutely out of this world. Undisputed Era, or Paragon, which they may call them, against the Elite. Take my money now. Main event. I don't care about the world title, unfortunately. Main event, double or nothing with that match. The Elite versus Paragon. Adam Cole, reDragon. I call him Paragon because apparently there was a trademark for that was linked to them. I want to say thank you to Kevin Brand for the super sticker donation. Really appreciate that. So, again, congratulations to Kyle O'Reilly and his wife for giving birth to their first child. And hopefully, we'll see reDragon back on television soon. Shifting gears, going back to some WWE talk, I want to bring up something that's more speculation than news. Let me pull this up on the screen here. It has to do with Sonya Deville. Let me pull this up if I can get it to full screen. There we go. There we go. At full screen. Woo! Come on. Why am I not seeing the screen? There it is. Nope. Why won't it show me the screen? The screen might go black for a quick second. Give me a second, guys. Oop, nope. Yep. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Go here. Let's go here. Let's go back here. Okay, why is it not wanting to show the screen? Well, that's just weird. See, it's only wanting to... That's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on here. Here we go. Now we're seeing it. All right, we're just going to have to do it like this. I don't know why it's acting weird. Sonya Deville. She's here. She posted this 13 hours ago. She was at a event in Los Angeles for the NFL. And glad. She's still wearing that arm brace. The sling. Which she was wearing last Monday on Raw. Now, last Monday on Raw, when Sonya Deville was wearing this arm sling, I guess you could say speculation was that she was selling the attack from Ronda Rousey. Last Friday on Smackdown, Ronda judo throwed her, put her in the armbar. Then Monday, she's wearing a sling on her arm. Everyone assumes, oh, cool, continuity. She's selling the attack from Ronda. But unless this is just going one step further to sell a WWE storyline, she's again wearing this brace. Again, let me pull back up if you guys did miss that on the screen. Yeah, it's still not wanting to show for some reason. I don't know. Okay, we'll see if it's working there. Do you guys see it? Hold on. Let me double check if this is actually showing for you guys. It's showing for me, but it's showing in a weird way that's not working right. So let me pull the stream up here on another screen just so I can double check it really fast. Discount double check over here. Yeah, you guys can see it. So she's wearing the sling at this NFL Glad event, which is interesting because you got that question of, is she really got an injured arm? Or is it the fact of she's going a step above to sell a WWE storyline? That's really interesting. If she's really going a step above to sell the storyline. Again, she could be injured. I'm not speculating that she's injured in real life. I'm just stating that that's an interesting thing to see as far as she was in the sling Monday. Monday, everybody assumed that she was selling the injury from Friday, which maybe wasn't really an injury, just an attack from Ronda. And now she's still wearing the sling outside of Raw, Smackdown, and a WWE thing. So we'll see where this leads to. We'll see if we hear anything. But I just wanted to quickly bring that up because I thought it was pretty dang near interesting. Now, speaking of females in WWE, Becky Lynch tweeted out something that I thought was really cool to see. So we all know that next weekend is and hopefully this works again the right way I want it to work. Hold on, I'm going to try something different here. We might go black screen again for a quick hot second, but give me one moment. All right, let's see if this works. All right, so Becky Lynch is going to face Lita with the Smackdown the Raw Women's Championship on the line at the upcoming Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. Well, Becky Lynch tweeted out this. Guys probably still can't see. The screen probably just went black for you again. Hold on. There we go. She tweeted out this. It actually shows the billboards in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, hyping up the women's match. This is the first time that any promotional work locally for a WWE Saudi show was all put together around, and this is in Riyadh. I apologize. This is in Riyadh. The show is in Jeddah. It's the advertising is around the women's match. This is the first, and I thought I would bring this up because this is really cool to see. As Becky tweeted, first time women have been featured on a WWE billboard in Riyadh. What an honor. Welcome to the big time #WWE Chamber. So this is very awesome to see. Very cool to see that they are using the women to hype up the upcoming Elimination Chamber event. I really, really, really like this. We've got 2 big women's matches on the show. We have the Women's Championship match here with Becky and Lita. And we also have the Women's Elimination Chamber match with, let me see if I can remember this off the top of my head, Liv Morgan, Doudrop, Bianca Belair, Nikki ASH, Rhea Ripley, and a 6th name to be announced. So they've got 2 big matches with women. That is 8 women that will be competing on the show. I think it's the most women of a WWE Saudi show. Correct me in the live chat or the comments below if I'm wrong on that. But it's the most women on one Saudi show for WWE. And they're 2 big-time matches because both matches have stakes. One has the Raw Women's Championship on the line, and the other one, the winner will face the winner of that match, which most likely will be Becky Lynch, at WrestleMania. So again, really cool to see that the women are featured on the billboards in Saudi Arabia, hyping up the Elimination Chamber event that will be taking place a week from tomorrow. As we get into our last story here, really, really quick, I do want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, and that is Homage. Are you looking for vintage wrestling shirts? Then head over to homage.com/WWE. One thing that you'll notice about their shirts is the quality and the comfort. Plus, they have a sizable collection of WWE designs, but not just WWE designs, but a plethora of other brands as well. Remember, when shopping with Homage, use checkout code PWUnlimited15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Remember, PWUnlimited15 to get 15% off of your purchase, and use the link in the description below to further support us here at Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Again, code PWUnlimited15 to get 15% off of your purchase at homage.com. But with that, the last story I do want to talk about kind of has to do with the women's division in WWE, but not really. It's Tyson Kidd. So we have heard recently that Tyson Kidd has been missing from shows. That whenever we get the producer's report from Fightful, Tyson Kidd, well, not on there. He didn't work the Rumble. He hasn't been at Raw or Smackdown recently, like I think in most of 2022. And we do have some new info on this per Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, as the following has been written. In this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer wrote that former WWE wrestler and current producer TJ Wilson is still with the company. Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp recently reported that he heard that Wilson, aka Tyson Kidd, was no longer with WWE, but after following up, others said that he was still there technically. He said that several women contacted from WWE's Royal Rumble turned down the opportunity to be in the match when they learned that Wilson wasn't actually producing it. Meltzer wrote, quote, "Within the company, there was word that he was quitting weeks ago, but we were told that that was miscommunication. He would be back, and he's on good terms with WWE. He's taking time off to heal up his neck. If you recall, his neck issues were such, basically the same injury as the late Christopher Reeves, that he was very lucky to be alive, and it's all an absolute miracle that he's not confined to a wheelchair." Remember, they said, and this is me going off of what Meltzer wrote, they said that 95% of people that suffer this neck injury pass away from it or end up paralyzed. Going back to what Meltzer said, the fact that he's able to function well doesn't change that his neck is in terrible shape and can flare up. Now, he has been a full-time producer since June of 2017. The 41-year-old Tyson Kidd, hasn't wrestled a match since June 2015 when he did suffer the injury, taking the muscle buster from Samoa Joe, and he has stated many times in the past, no ill will, he doesn't blame Joe, nothing like that. He doesn't say, Samoa Joe took my career away, Samoa Joe injured me, Samoa Joe this, Samoa Joe that. No. I know in an interview recently quickly after the injury took place in 2015, he did a 2015 interview where Wilson said he doesn't blame Joe, and the two have actually become close friends throughout all of this. So, yeah, Tyson Kidd is not gone from the company, even though we had heard some reports of that recently, that he was going to quit WWE. That's not the case. He's just taking some time off because of his injury. His neck's bothering him. And now we're going to not, I would assume, this is just me assuming, not reporting anything. Maybe he just needed some time off from travel. Maybe he didn't feel like traveling because his neck was really bothering him. And when he's good to go, he can come back and work. He is, I want to say, the lead producer, as some may call him, for the women's division in WWE. Usually when there's a big women's match, he is involved in helping set that match up, helping make sure that match does go properly and so forth. So, again, I wanted to bring this story here because there have been some conflicting reports on what's going on with TJ Wilson, or the former Tyson Kidd. Is he still with the company? Is he not with the company? Did he quit? Was he fired? What's going on? Again, Fightful Sean Sapp at one point did state that he was, quote, no longer with WWE. But according to Dave Meltzer here, no, he's just taking some time off. He's just taking some, sorry, I thought I heard someone knocking on my door. He just took some time off because his neck injury's apparently bothering him, maybe. I don't know the full details, but we know that he's taking some time off because his neck and the injury that's going to bother him for the rest of his life. But with that, guys, come to the end of today's wrestling wrap-up. Before we do wrap everything up, we'll talk about tonight's Friday Night Smackdown. Tonight's Friday Night Smackdown has a plethora of things already announced. We do know that Ronda Rousey may be on the show. I've seen, hold on, let me double check WWE's website, because I've seen some social media posts that say she was set for the show, but then I've also seen things conflicting that. So WWE's website does not list Ronda. Because I had seen earlier this week, someone had posted, I thought it was the Fox account, that Ronda was set for the show, but then I hadn't seen anything since like Wednesday. Ronda may be on the show, but we do know officially on WWE's website, Goldberg will be on tonight's show. We do know of two matches, a, quote, dungeon-style match as Natalya battles Aaliyah. The SmackDown Women's Championship will be on the line when Charlotte Flair defends against Naomi, and we've got a new edition of Insane with the guest of Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Also, remember, guys, tonight's SmackDown is a double dose edition. Not for us watching, but for those live in attendance. Tonight they're in, I want to say, New Orleans, and they're going to be filming two episodes of SmackDown. Tonight's episode will air live, then immediately after that, they'll go into filming next week's episode, the go-home show for Elimination Chamber, because they're not going to be able to do that show live and get to Saudi Arabia the next day for Elimination Chamber. So again, tonight we'll get the regular SmackDown. Then they're going to film next week's SmackDown, because I want to say they're going to leave. They usually leave 2 to 3 days before, and it's usually 3 days a lot of times before the Saudi shows. So next week they're going to be out of country by Wednesday, Thursday. So there's no way they can do a SmackDown on Friday. So tonight's SmackDown will air as normal, and then we'll have the results for next week's SmackDown tonight. So there will be spoilers, and we'll be posting those spoilers as well for what we are expecting for next week's Friday Night Smackdown. So I did want to also bring that up, just so you guys know, be cautious, because tonight there's going to be SmackDown spoilers for next week's episode. But I do want to say thank you for joining me here, twitch.tv/PW Unlimited, youtube.com/PW Unlimited, and twitter.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Also, I do want to correct something here in the Twitch chat. Dylan13 says, but Edge and Paige had the same injury and both are cleared. No, they did not have the same injury. Just because somebody is said to have a neck injury, that is not a blanket statement. That is a type of injury, but then you have to look at what type of neck injury each had. Paige and Edge had similar neck injuries. Tyson Kidd's neck injury, way worse. Paige and Edge's neck injuries were not ones that would, I mean, in the long term, could have paralyzed them if they kept working on the injured neck. Tyson Kidd's injury is a type of injury that could have paralyzed him. That's the difference. His neck injury was way more severe than Edge and Page. Edge and Page had neck injuries to where if they kept working and taking bumps and doing matches on those injuries, yes, long-term ramifications. But Tyson Kidd's injury is the type of injury, same type of injury that paralyzed Christopher Reeves, and that 95% of the people that suffer that specific neck injury either don't survive at all or end up paralyzed. So that is the difference. It is, yes, a neck injury, but not the same neck injury. But again, with that, I want to say thank you for joining me here. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. We'll be back live tonight for Smackdown. So have a good rest of your Friday, guys, and I'll see you next